ProtonVPN. Is this the ultimate free VPN choice for privacy? Or is it just another data leaking VPN? Well, let's just find it out in today's video. For the review of ProtonVPN for Android. Okay, the same applies for other platforms as well, but I'm confident in recommending the Android version because I've already tested it out, so that's why. Okay, fine. Now, ProtonVPN. ProtonVPN is a VPN being offered by a company from Switzerland named Proton Technologies AG. The company behind the email service Proton Mail, which you might be familiar with because many of them know what Proton Mail is. It is a secured mail service that is being offered by the same company as it offers the VPN too. Okay, features. ProtonVPN has a total of 698 servers sited in 44 different countries. All servers are owned and operated by ProtonVPN through the company's network. ProtonVPN utilizes IKEv2 protocol with AES-256 encryption and OpenVPN standards. The company has a strict no logging policy for user connection data and also prevents DNS and WebRTC leak from exposing users' true IP address. The ProtonVPN also includes store access support and a kill switch to shut off internet access in the event of a lost VPN connection. In Jan 2020, ProtonVPN became the first VPN provider to release its open source code on all platforms and conduct an independent security audit. Okay, this is kind of like more secure way of doing things, as independent security audit means that you are being transparent about your VPN company. That's why it's important. So, and actually there are certain companies which do this independent security audit that I know of, but I'm not sure, so that's why I'm mentioning this as the only VPN to do so. But actually I have seen some other services too operating in this kind of way. So these are the features, and next we'll be looking at the user interface and how it all operates in. First, in order to use this VPN app, you must need an account. So you must create an account at the ProtonVPN website and then you must log in with that account. And now you can use this ProtonVPN in the Android app. I'm using the Android app version over here. So now, talking about these three countries. United States is the first option, Netherlands will be the second option, and Japan will be our third option. So first we'll take a look into United States. There are two free servers available. Here, the fastest server is mentioned at the top, 88%, and all the servers are listed below, free 1, free 2, 88, 89%. The percentage amount indicates the amount of utilization each server has. So now, moving on to another Netherlands. Over here, we have three free servers, each with their own amount of utilization, free 1, free 2, and free 3. 80%, 64, and 89% of the utilization. So whichever you want, you can choose, click connect, and then it will connect. So now, here are all the premium servers listed above. If you have a premium account, you can use them, but for free users, it is only restricted to 3. Finally, for Japan, we have 3 free servers here. Please do not use the 100% server utilized over at the Japan free 3 as I'm seeing here, because it will cause a lot of throttling and problems for you and you will get minimum amount of bandwidth. So I would recommend server with the least amount of utilization so that you could get the maximum bandwidth out of it. Here the fastest server is mentioned at the top and free servers mentioned at the bottom, and finally the premium servers or basic servers called it. Now this button over here, it controls 3 options. You can set profiles and then you can click so that it will connect automatically, or else it will connect random or fastest. I guess the default option is random, I guess, I'm not sure. So in order to map your own profile to this, you can set the button as follows. I'm set it to US already in the profile so that I'm connecting. I just click the button and then it got connected. Now in order to set this, first you must check into the profile and you must create a profile. I already created a profile US. If I click the settings button, there will be a list of options available for me. Here the profile name, color, country, server, and protocol. So I've selected country United States, server random, or else we can select it as the fastest as far as we want to, and we can select a color so that we'll remember by looking just at the color. We can also select a protocol over these two protocols. If you need OpenVPN, you can select that, or else leave it to IKEv2. Now, after setting a profile, you must get into the settings and then change the mapping of the button. You can do this by clicking at the settings and select at the quick connect. The button is known as quick connect, and so it is over here at the top. So at the quick connect, just select settings. Over here, select the profile that you had created. If you have not created a profile, it will not display. If you had created it, it will display. So select that, and voila. Now if you click, you will be logging to the profile that you had selected. So now VPN works, and now we'll be exploring the settings. So now again, same option. Over the top left corner, there is that menu button. Click it, settings, and now we can see that first option is DNS leak protection, and before that we have that always on option. If you want the VPN to always be running when the phone is running, you can do that. So next is our DNS leak protection. So it prevents the DNS leak to third parties and queries, DNS query builds, so that you will be always safe. It just means that it will provide you another mode of security, and the protocol mentioned here is IKEv2. You can select IKEv2 or OpenVPN. The MTU size is 1375. I will suggest not to tune that setting because leave that as it is if you don't know what you're doing. So finally, there is an option for split tunneling where you can select certain apps or certain IP addresses to be excluded from the VPN. Excluding app means that if I want to select an app that doesn't want a VPN or that doesn't work with a VPN, I could do it by just clicking on the excluded apps. Here there is a manage button, so I'll just click it and then I'll change it. So now I'm clicking in the excluded apps. It will be loading. It takes time to load. So I can see if I want an Amazon Music to not interfere with the VPN, so I can add it so that it will not get interfered with the VPN. So next, there is exclude IP address. If you want certain IP addresses to be excluded from the VPN, you could also do that. The list is empty. I have not added any IP address, so that is your wish. And now that's far as I am concerned. This is the settings. This is the gist of it. As far as if you're a free user, you will get these options. Here the map view gives us a list of the countries available for VPNs. We can actually connect only to 3 countries, and I guess this option is not such a useful feature for free users. But if you are a premium user, it will be really useful so that you can connect to a country. Here the list goes on and on and on and on, so it will be overwhelming for you. If you feel like that, then you can just click the map view and select the country that you want to. Okay, that was a brief look at UI and features. Now speed and privacy. One of the important main aspects of Proton VPN is privacy. They have a no logs policy, meaning the VPN traffic will not be monitored at all, even for free accounts. Also, within 3 or 4 months of my usage, I didn't notice any random throttling or any issues with the VPN. I made sure that the utilization was not above 90 to 95% so that I could get the maximum out of it. In the past, there were some issues. They were accused of doing something like renting server from a data mining company, but actually what it turned out was ProtonVPN didn't know that the company they were renting the server were from a data mining company, and hence once when they found out that that was the issue, then they immediately canceled the subscription with that data mining guys. And then now almost all of the servers they use are pretty much very secure. I guess some of the servers in Switzerland are almost in underground bunkers or something like that. I'm not sure, but don't quote me on that, but I guess so. So ProtonVPN is actually one of the safest VPN options that we have for free users. But if we continue with the speed, I would say that the speed is pretty average. I'm having a 100 megabit connection here in my house, and the results were pretty much okay-ish. Okay, the results were as follows. I've conducted 3 tests, 3 continuous tests with each server, and took the average of those 3 servers, and then I finally totaled up to a sum, and then I divided them by 3 to get an average score. So I've made a graph with all those 3 servers, which you can see right now. In those 3 servers, you can see that the Japan has maximum amount of speed, but what I noticed was the speed which I was getting in each trial was pretty random. At the first trial, I got about 9 megabits per second, and the second 11, and the third 17. So therefore, it influenced the result to a point where Japan got an unfair advantage due to the third run. But speaking, the US server remained the constant at most, ranging from 8.7 to 9.6 megabit per second to the average which you're seeing here. What we can derive from this experience? Okay, Frankly speaking, I've been using this VPN for almost 4 months on my Android phone, as I already mentioned, and I got pretty good results of it. As I was using a free version, I didn't expect it to be good. Okay, now coming to the conclusion. ProtonVPN is overall a decent free VPN with a lot of focus to privacy. The speed is not great, but hey, and privacy is also important as speed. So, if you are going with a premium version, then the scenario gets competitive as there are a lot of good options to choose from. So, I would recommend this VPN wholeheartedly if you are going to use the free version on your Windows PC or your Android mobile or iOS or Linux. They have almost clients for all these 4 operating systems. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and that's it from me. Bye bye.